Yeah, Shalom, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Wadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarim, Shah Yasha'Allah. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. Now, I just heard word roll down the pipeline that Pete Hegseth, the head of the War Department, he bought out the Doomsday plane. He's only flying Doomsday planes from here until further notice. That show you how serious this situation is. And they relocated major figures of Congress to military base because they got a lot of bunkers and as well as housing. You'd be surprised how they've been building and preparing to make it comfortable for themselves for this day. So they are relocating to military base where they can find the security, because these government officials, they don't have the weight that the elites carry to where they can hire security teams, $2 million a day, so they'll use the government funded military for protection, which is granted to them by constitutional law. And also they passed out those satellite radios about 2 years ago, so I'm sure they're real active, because once they hit the lights on this system and shut down the grid due to whatever black swan event is brewing, they need certain officials of government to still stay online to move things around, those special pieces. That's why they updated that continuity of government, and they're opening up all the doors of the bunkers. So we here. This is going down. We are here, and what the Lord is doing. I'm gonna play this video to show you, according to popular opinion, they may be going into Iran either tonight or tomorrow morning. We waiting to see. Well, we know that the Lord is gathering all the nations down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Lord judges for this final war. So if all this is brewing in America, around the world, what do you think is rolling down the pipeline? When they hit the power switch here and put this place, Babylon, in darkness and shut down this internet, what do you think is going to be the solution to get back to normalcy? The MOTB, the digital system. And it's going to happen quick. And the majority of the people, they just walking around in zombie land. They have no clue. So don't worry about your average American. Don't even stress yourself or trying to talk and have a conversation with these dead bodies. They just sitting ducks. We only speaking to the faithful. We speaking to the elect. And this message is only for the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Haitians, and West Indians scattered throughout North, Central, South America and the rest of the United States, called the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, the Lord is coming back for you so-called Native Indians. The Lord is coming back for you. The 144,000 consists of 12,000 from each 12 tribe of Israel. When you go into Revelation 7, the Lord is coming back for you. This whole thing is going down for you. Let me just get right into this video. Let me just read this here. This is Revelation 16, and I'm going to start from verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great rivers Euphrates, and the waters thereof was dried up. And the Euphrates River is dried up. Middle East, baby. That the way of the kings of the east, might prepare for what? Joel 3:9. Prepare for the final war, the third world's war. So now you're going to start seeing more military, more preparation headed towards the Middle East. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Well, we keeping our eye on everything, but you got to keep your eye on what's happening down there in Hermogatwan for the final war. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. And they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which goeth forth unto the kings of the earth, which they do, because they're here now, and of the whole world, and gathered them to the battle. So all the forces is working. London is working. The Vatican is working. The America, Washington, D.C. is working, which represent the three frogs. The beast is working, which is the EU and NATO. Everything is working and it's pushing, and America doesn't know that they're pushing towards a direction of prophecy. Every move that they make, them cutting off the oil from Venezuela to China and Russia, just is going to strengthen the relationship with Iran and China at this time. It's going to strengthen the relationship with Russia and Iran and Saudi Arabia and, these Middle Eastern, these Ishmael petro countries. It's going to strengthen that relationship because now they got to get oil from over there in the Middle East now. So preparing everybody to stand behind Gog, which is Russia, because Russia is the big boy on the block. All the other nations are going to stand behind Russia, which is going to come against America. America preparing to go into, other lands of NATO and take over Greenland, This is all leading towards prophecy. Is all leaning towards this end right here. So it says, behold, I cometh. Hold on, let me see. Gather them to the battle, to the great day of the Almighty. Behold, this is Revelation 15:16. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth. So you got to keep your eyes. Majority of the world, don't worry about the people here in Babylon. They are lost. The Lord is making it so beautiful. At the time of the collapse, it's like people got more money in their pocket. They can't even understand it. And people just want to get back to normalcy. So they just out spending on their credit card. They're forcing themselves to have a good time, especially the woman. So they're going to be caught off guard. So it says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment, which is that new man. You holding on to your Yahweh. These are not physical garments. These are spiritual garments. So you remain in the spirit, and they put watching in there. Watching the prophecies. Staying in the book. Staying into the prophetic sayings. That's all part of keeping your garment. That's all part of that. Because the Lord is sneaking up on his place. Lest he walk naked. And these people are about to be caught without spiritual clothes on. Some people are going to be caught in adultery, Moism, stealing, robbing, killing, lying. The proudest time of their life, whatever they doing, they about to get caught in it. And they by themselves. They on their own. And they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon. Now, Armageddon goes into God one, okay, which is God, right, which is troops, Har, which is hill, and when you put the one at the end of God, you get God one, which makes it plural. So the word Armageddon comes out to troops on the hill. And there's a location for Armageddon, which they got here, the hill of the city of Megiddo. And when you go into this word Megiddo, when you look it up, an ancient city in northern Palestine, southeast of Halaf, in present-day Israel. So the final battle of Armageddon, where the kings are being prepared, where the Euphrates River is dried up, is in Israel. And this particular place is located between Manasseh and Issachar's land, when you go into an ancient map. So we got it, so we know what's going on. So when we see titles like this, you know, emergency alert, U.S. set to strike Iran, imminent, you know, it's imminent. And we know that the final war, which is the bombs being used, the nuclear bombs, the onslaught, the holocaust of these bombs, this won't happen until a few more prophecies got to take place. Number one is the implantation of this electrical device. But you best believe, as this war is pushing closer, it's bringing in all the prophecies.
It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Sunday, January 11th, 2026, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now it is 16:39 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from Iran. So it looks like the U.S. could be striking Iran as soon as tomorrow. I want to update you guys with some of the latest information that I have related to that, but it does look like the U.S. is about to launch some type of large-scale aerial attack, aerial bombardment, airstrikes on Iran. So right now, this afternoon, we have U.S. nuclear forces on high alert. What you're looking at here are 3 U.S. nuclear war command and control planes up in the air over the continental United States. This is extremely unusual in general. Typically, you only see 1 or 2 of them in the air at any given time. For there to be 3 in the air at the same time on a Sunday afternoon is extremely unusual. Typically on weekends, the patrols of these planes are reduced, especially Sundays. So this is clearly a sign that potentially as soon as tonight or tomorrow, there could be massive strikes on Iran. And if there are strikes, I will go live and cover it live. I do have a 24/7 live stream running right now, so you can tune in and get some of the latest information from my awesome moderators. So you can see 1 nuclear war command and control plane over California, 1 over the Central Plains, and then 1 over the southeastern U.S. We also had a U.S. government VIP fly from Washington, D.C. to Strategic Command Headquarters at Offutt Air Base. So this could be a high-ranking general. It could even be the vice president. This is also a major sign that something is about to go down if we're moving VIPs to bunkers and specifically Strategic Command, which is where Bush went after 9/11. Bush and his top advisors, including his national security advisor, went there after 9/11. And last night, we also had a U.S. presidential doomsday plane fly from D.C. to the Strategic Command Headquarters as well. This was late last night. So they're moving VIPs to Stratcom headquarters. That tells me that they're getting ready to make some kind of big move. Okay, Strategic Command Headquarters is basically like the brain of the U.S. military. Okay, from there they can command all of the U.S. military, every single branch, every single combatant command. So that's why it's called Strategic Command.
I'm extremely thinking about how I spend.
So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going down? You think there's time to waste? You right? You want to be the one that call the Lord's bluff on this? Right? You want to challenge the Lord that this ain't going down? What type of man ought you to be in a sensitive time like this? People are just going to wake up, and that thief in the night is going to catch them off guard. But the men and the women, call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he woke us up and put us in this light. That's why in Thessalonians it says, you have no need that I write unto you, for you know perfectly the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. This ain't the time to be playing no games or to be getting weary and getting faint-hearted. This ain't the time to be getting faint-hearted either. You better pick them knuckles up from dragging, pick them knees up. You better get to walking and ask the Lord for more oil and more faith, because this thing is going down. This is Romans 13:11 GNT. You must do this. I'm gonna read that again. You must do this because you know that the time has come for you to wake up from your sleep. And the majority of the people will not wake up. The Lord woke you up. Consider yourself gifted from the highest dimension. That means you can be of the Lord's elect, the predestined one for salvation. Because the majority of people will not wake up. They will perish real soon. For the moment when we will be saved is closer than hold on, I'm going to read that again. Salakia. For the moment when we will be saved is closer now than it was when we first believed. From when you first heard this word to now. Look how fast 2026 kick in. And we at the end of January. You might as well say February is kicking in the door. So time is speeding up because the prophecies are speeding up. The Lord is getting close. The night is nearly over. This dark nightmare, this damn rulership under our enemy, our brother Esau, is almost over. Akim. We got a little bit left of this show. A little bit left of this nightmare. And we're going to wake up like we woke out of a bad dream. What's that? Psalms, I think it's Psalms 126 or Psalms 127. It's like we woke up out of a nightmare, man. So this dark day being under our servants is almost over. So it says the night is nearly over. The day is almost here. Our Lord Yahushua. Keep that on your front too, lobe. You do not want to be caught off guard by the general, the true general. That austere man is not going to be playing games with humanity. So it says, let us stop doing the thing that belong to the dark and let us take up weapons for fighting in the light. And that's putting on the whole armor at this time. Ephesians 6. We need to be walking in the new man as we know the destroyer, the lion coming up out of the thickets for judgment. We're in judgment day. The final war is about to take place on planet Earth. And the Lord is about to take down 2/3 of our people, man. The heathen and Esau. And we want to be on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh's good side. Even if we feel we might be other leg. What does that mean? You being watched even more now. There's more to be expected from the elect at this time. So hold on. Put on your seatbelt. Hold on for the ride. Because it's about to get bumpy. And our Lord is playing no games. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahak Wadash. Double honor to the elders, a great millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere shalom, labakariam, shah, yasha. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. Time is short. Time is short. We about to get out of here. Shalom.